Welcome to episode 53 of this Let's Play series. We're playing Dwarf Fortress. My name is DasTactic. Welcome to the channel. And yeah, look, actually big news. As of time of recording, there's actually now a beta version of Dwarf Therapist. And here it is in all its glory with our fortress in here. This is a great program. It really is so cool. Like, you know, you can sort of tell at a glance who's been activated for certain things, who hasn't been activated. So it's a really good management tool. And so this one actually now does sort of, you can work this one or use the in-game. Certainly the in-game is much more improved than what it was. But Dwarf Therapist is back, and there's some really useful things to do, like with this one through here. Like we know that, for example, that this is actually our vampire, but we can sort of then go to things, for example, like the military tab, and sort of see, okay, what sort of military skills does K-Doll actually have? We're not going to see much in there at all, actually, because it's all hidden from us. So it still keeps it hidden until you go to options and then go to highlight the cursed unit. So we can actually highlight, oops, hang on, I'll just do that one again. Just click on OK, and then we should get a bit of an update where she should then change. Hang on, that didn't, I have to reread it back in. We'll reread it in with all the hidden stuff now exposed. It's not too much hidden stuff, but there's a bit there. It still doesn't go through the skills as such, but you can see through here, like the toughness is now 100, endurance is only 54, which is sort of average, but the others are fairly strong. It may have already had those, actually. Maybe this isn't really all that impressive. Anyway, 53 kills. We now get to sort of see how many kills that she has had with everything that she has actually sort of then done in the fortress in through here as such. And if we then sort of hover over this one there we can sort of see a vampire by the name of K-Doll Zornbollen, born in the year 1112. So there we go. It's not really giving us much information, but it's enough, you know. So if you are wanting to play that way, then by all means, it is available. I'm just going to turn that bit off. I do here, I've got single click labour change on. I do like that one for when I am actually using it. It allows you to very quickly sort of go and see how things are going. Actually, it's a great tool. It's actually easier to see, you know, if there's problems with your equipment or anything like that. You can sort of pick it very easily from in here as to you can see through there. The left hand. This one's you know, she actually has still Dasna. The copper battle axe is in her hand in through this side. Oh, actually his hand for Adel, and so on and so forth. Like you've got like different numbers of kills back and through there. If I reread this one in, you'll see the 53 will then drop to practically 1. I think 1 will be the one that we actually know about. Oh, it's not even admitting to the one that was convicted of. Anyway, there we go. I guess that's another. Actually, no, it's probably not really a way of double checking vampires, because they usually do it when it's all hidden away. Wow, Doran's got 21 kills. That's a lot. That is a lot. Anyway, that's okay. That's all right. So I thought I'd just show that this one is available now. If you used to use Dwarf Therapist, it's certainly a great program. I actually quite liked just having it set by migration wave actually as my default, and then just have them all turned on. So just expand all. That way you can sort of see who came at what time, you know, when they actually arrived. So we can sort of get like a full history of the actual dwarves in the fortress. So we had a fair few arrive in the last migration wave. Anyway, let's get back to the game. Yeah, so in our prison, just a bit of a recap. We've got the vampire locked in here, locked inside both doors. We're going to unlock this door eventually, and then allow the vampire up into this sort of hidden chambers up through this side, which we're currently just smoothing out, so it's going to be nice and comfortable for the vampire. We'll then start to put some furniture in. So by the time her sentence runs out in another 7 months or so, this should be quite a nice little area. And then above that we have another dumping area where we can then dump things in for the vampire to make use of. But we'll get it sort of set up with a range of different things initially, just so that the vampire can actually sort of make use of what we have. And I've got like a little area in here for when we do want to actually then have equipment ready to go down into that particular area. Now it's been a few days since I've been playing this, so I've lost a bit of track as to where we are with everything. I think we might just let the game run forward a little bit and just sort of see where we end up. Actually, the Polt's running amok. I really should get them. Actually, I've got way too many of these. I think we'll actually have to go back through into our pets and livestock and get rid of some of these gobblers. I'll keep the originals. Yeah, I think any gobbler is just going to have to be butchered. The hens do lay eggs. I'll get rid of, yeah, I'll just get rid of the gobblers. These have all grown up now. Got way too many of them now. Yeah, we had quite a few actually in there. We've got heaps of bunnies as well. Okay, if we've got that many bunnies, I think I might just get rid of some of the buck rabbits and things as well. So we'll just get that one. Oops, not just geld it, we'll actually slaughter them. How many more have we got? I really don't want too many. So I think I might get rid of a few more of these. Yeah, we've got quite a number in here now. All right, there we go. They're not really giving us much in the way of materials either. We don't get much to like leather as such to make anything from them. So they're not really worth it, to be honest. We've got heaps of poults, heaps of poults. I think I have to get rid of more turkeys. Actually, there's just way too many of them. I could just cut them up, but I think I'll wait for them to grow up a little bit at least. So yeah, gobblers. Yeah, I'll get rid of some of the hens as well. There we go. That way we'll just try to get on top of this. In fact, I might. Yeah, that'll be okay. Also, I should be getting more of the boxes. So if I just go to, is it F3? Yeah, F3. This is the Carpenter's Workshop. Is that the Crafts Dwarf? The Stoneworkers. There's a Crafts Dwarf in here. So we're just going to go across and go to work orders and add a new work order. And we're going to make nest boxes, rock nest boxes. We'll make 10 of them. Actually, I might even make 20 of them, I think. Done. Okay, so that work order will then be done. Granite blocks being made in through there. I don't think there's much else we really have to concern ourselves with. We've sort of got most things done in through that side. These are set for dumping. Now, we do have a lot of stuff in here that we don't want to dump ultimately. So what I will come through is I think I've gone through already to actually, where is it? Oh, that's the linked buildings. This is the list in through here. So there's certain things where I'm allowing them to come back and pick them all up again. So I probably should rechange a few little things with this, but I won't pull this one down until we're actually ready for it. Back up the top, just wait for anything else that might actually happen. So still trying to get things from upstairs, really. There's still so much going on here. It's been quite a... I've got to fix this as well, so we can drain this ultimately. This is actually working... has been working quite well, except for the weight. I'd like to know what the actual calculations for the weights are. It's sort of... it's interesting. I don't know if the bigger they are, the more the weight has to sort of then come into it. Let's just go back up the top. Okay, that's fine. Got bits and pieces out through here as well. Yeah, everything's pretty good there. So it looks like everything's sort of pretty much set. I'll just make doubly sure we don't have it. Yeah, that's actually all been allowed off. I should better just go back in and just make sure that everyone is assigned to it, which it is now. All right, let's just sort of let it run forward. I won't open this one up just yet. I'm actually thinking of opening this one up around the other side and actually having it run from the other side. It's just I'm having trouble with getting this one to actually drain away. It's full there and full there, and it should actually be only... Well, I guess it should be full there. But the trouble with this is that it's actually... I need to cut all this in. I think I might come in and do this actually. Just go and fill all this in properly. Bart is visiting, that's okay. of stuff in through here. And now did they make another? The mayor makes gauntlets. That's what he wants. Yes, we're getting through the rabbits now. Yep, mandated the construction of certain goods. Okay, let's have a look at that as well. So make catapult parts. Two catapult parts. Just go to F3. Now that is made, I don't think it's made in here. No, it's not. I think we need a siege workshop for that one. So I'll go and build another one of those. I wouldn't mind, you know, getting some bigger things. So if we just go across into siege, it requires a bigger area. In that case, I will just go back in and chomp away a larger zone. We can make the siege equipment. Not that I really need it in the fortress. Now F8, we just go back down into here. There's a fire snake, which we don't really, it's just a pest, it doesn't actually mean anything. The others are sort of working away, which is good. So they're forging the iron high boots, the everything else that we sort of require. So this will eventually then be sent upstairs, and we can then sort of get our military quite nicely decked out, including our vampire, which I'll put into its own military group later on. We're just patrolling this area. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I am using a mod now that actually allows me to see when there's any combat and actually see the combat in real time. It's sort of put into the alert type systems. So they're now building these. This thing is, it's got the armor bin in there. That's good. And weapon bin as well, so it's getting full, which is good. So this will all go up to the top of the fortress and then be ready for the military to then make use of. Yep, so we're getting rid of the turkeys now. Alright, we've got 2 weapon bins in there now, with iron battle axes and silver maces. So when that gets full, I think it's got 2 more that it can place in there. Oh wow, this is great. This is awesome. Okay, this is a lot of stuff that we then are taking back up the top of the fortress. Very nice. Very, very nice. Little lambs now as well. Then we can really start the process of getting our military established quite nicely. So we've got this is where we've got our archers at this point in time, because we think we're going to need them. Okay, we've got another visitor. Yeah, things are moving along really, really quite well. Okay, well, we'll just go back up the top. There's not much else that we need to be doing. Piggery is also starting to grow now as well, which is good. Looks like that may not be this exactly where we want it. Combat, I might just pause this for a second. Just see what's going on here. Okay, rodent spearman. Now where's that? Outside again. It's not really going to worry us at all. Giant cave toad. Yeah, so they're just killing off each other. It doesn't concern us. Sort of outside of our problems. We're going to ultimately end up with a fairly good military anyway. So we'll just go back up to F1. Still haven't really picked up a lot of the stuff out here that I would have liked to have picked up. There's nothing else there that we need to really worry about. Bronze malls and things. There's a lot going on. Let's just go to F3 again. Should we go back down to F8 and just have another quick look at the... Okay, it's on its way up. So we're going to have a lot of things happening. I'm just trying to find it. There is... Health is okay. Attending a meeting. I don't know why you'd go that way, but anyway, that's not the way you're supposed to be going to a meeting. At least when we're just pushing it, it doesn't really matter. It's not like... Yeah, here we go. I might just follow him up. It's a fair way up. This is the mayor pushing up all of this equipment. Up we go, up we go. Nearly there. And in we go, dump it, and off you go. Do something different now. So he's now got 3 boxes in through here, one with battle axes and a mace, one with a whole lot of equipment, and another one with some other battle axes. So this will then be moved around into here. They'll then pick up some of the raw materials and then send it back down again. So that's all working out quite nicely. Now this guy sleeping there, the planter, should be down in his own bedroom. Not sure what's going on there. I better just keep on making more of these, I guess. Anyway, I'll pause this and just sort of finish off this part of it. Right, well, I've let the game run on a bit. We've actually got a lot of things that are just going off now, like the pig cheese. We've got all these withered plump helmets, so we're actually not collecting as much as what we should be doing here, which is a bit of a problem. So we've got things that are full of like barley and rye. So our food situation is very, very strong, but we're now sort of getting a bit of wastage. So look, I'll just let them continue on doing what they're doing. Yeah, there's nothing much else we can really do other than I've probably just kept them with too many different tasks. How are we going with our tasks? Yeah, there's a lot of storage that they're just not getting onto. Yeah, the diagnostician is back out of the lockup. How are we going back in there? It's F8 is down the bottom there. Just got to find out where I've put all my linkages. That was up in here. Yeah, we've still got Ilpi, the human bowman. And Moses is still actually locked away in through there. Now I'm trying to establish the this area nicely for the vampire, so we'll get that one sort of done. What I wouldn't mind doing is actually cleaning up all these rocks as well, and I can do that just by dumping them. But I need to also then just dump the area that's down in here. Might just let the game run forward a little bit. Now there's various fights going on outside, nothing really that has to worry about us at all. This is just giant cave toads and rodent men. Yeah, get out of that stinky area. Yeah, one of the things has been dropped here and it's been unfortunately left. So bringing more and more stuff in, just withered plump helmets and things. Now we're going to need to get rid of all of that. Yeah, this cheese is going off. There's more things being thrown in there. It's actually more stuff that we don't want in there, to be honest. I'll just let them catch up with what they're supposed to be doing. They're supposed to be transporting all this stuff around. Another cheese, another rotten pig cheese. Our food situation has become too strong. Now we'll just go back down to F3 and have a look and see. We haven't built this this new workshop just yet. Oh, here we go. It's early winter. It's often when the attacks come. The next few days. And I'll just pause for a second while we just get on top of everything else. Alright, So we'll just go back across and get our... Well, here we go. It always happens right when you... when you do expect it. It comes pretty much at the start of winter is often when they'll sort of come. So a vile force of darkness arrived, seeking a parley. So they actually want something from us. I'll meet up with them because I think this is a good thing. I don't think we've had one in this fortress yet. I'm going to sort of show you what happens. It's nothing to be scared of. I'll just click on OK. We've got a bit of time. I'll just pause that for a second. We'll just go back down to F3 and just finish off this workshop. Let's get the siege workshop established. Oops. There we are. Throw that one into there. And just make that out of 3 blocks of granite. So we get the siege workshop into that one. Not that we really need it. Now the Baroness will be the one to do the parley, or possibly the Mayor. I forget who's going to actually be wanting to do this one. So now we've got, so we left click to recenter. They're expecting a parley. So we've got the siege. Actually, we'll go to petitions in order to avert loss of life. Yeah, here we go. So parley with the Fiend of Crows, which is a parley. So we might as well do the parley. You don't actually lose anything by doing this. So let's just go and approve. And so there are no petitions that need your attention. I'll just get rid of all of this stuff now, and then we'll just go and have a bit of a look. So what we'll do is we'll just go and allow the parley to take place. Now, hopefully we don't have too many people outside anymore. This will be an easy one for us to deal with unless they've brought trolls with them. Hammer dwarves, goblin, hammermen. Yeah, so a mixture of dwarves and goblins at the moment. Here comes some more. Yeah, Mark's dwarves. Yeah, they'll hover around while our Mayor or somebody goes back out. Let's have a bit of a look and see what goes on here. Hang on, what's he doing? He's reporting a crime. What crime, I wonder? I better just double check on that one as well. These are the open cases, so we don't actually have, don't really have anyone else. I'm going to convict Ilpi. He's already in the prisons, I think. Anyway, let's have a bit of a look. Now what do we need? F1 again. F1 up the top. Actually, who is going out? Who is actually going out to do this parley? Be at the bottom of the list, I would guess. They're all coming to report a crime. Okay, so something has happened. I don't know what. But there's a crime somewhere. It could be down. I might just go back down to the these areas. They're still all there. Okay, it's nothing. There's no robbery that we need to concern ourselves with. There's no one in this area that we're going to sort of capture. I don't know where the crime is. There's a crime against fashion there, but that's just an elf. That's what elves do. I'll just go back up and try to figure out who's doing this particular job. Actually, where is it? If we go across to here, there should be a parley one. 10 parley. It is the Mayor. So the Mayor is going up to attend the parley. Just go and follow him up. Or out, actually. In this instance. So he'll move up. And then we've got a bit of time. So I'm not actually calling everyone in just yet. Cave crocodile, that's okay. Nothing to do with us. We'll see what they want. It'll be one of the artifacts. Alright, so we now have a parley. We've now got a diplomatic instance. So the Goblin swordsman, Yawu Afathomi, meets with the Mayor Odom says the leopard of hustling is the property of our people. No, it is not. Pass this treasure into our possession, or we shall depart in peace. And so we can either gladly do as they ask and strengthen our bonds of friendship, or your claim is worthless here. Trade your lives if you must, which of course they will. So we'll now go and do that one. And so that's now been finished. Yep, that's just all rodent men type things going on. Make cloth. There'll be a little bit of time now before we have to do anything. So let's just now go and just make doubly sure that everybody is in this. And we're just now going to activate the areas. So we'll bring them back inside. Now he'll be allowed to get back into the fortress. Just go back to the fortress in here. Let them all come back inside. Looks like a vampire. A bard. Looks very vampirish. Yeah, didn't feel anything after seeing a dingo's dead body. Very suspicious, this one here. So our good mayor should be inside fairly soon. So he'll be allowed to return before, and he'll be allowed to go back inside before the attack goes in. And then they'll start attacking. Now I just want to make doubly sure there's no trolls in with them. Nope, there's not. So really it's just now a matter of just capturing them in all the trap systems that we've got. So I think we did it in 8 days last time. It'll be about the same for this one, I would guess. Actually, where are we? Just need to move up to here. Just wait for him to go inside. Here he comes. And now we lock the door. And keep the rest of the fortress open. Drop off inaccessible. All right, so we've now got problems with what we've got through here. Let's just go to the burrows and just make sure that we do actually have the burrows going exactly where we want them to go, which is fine there. It's okay there because it's only military that will go up to the top. That's all okay. So we'll drop a few of them down into there. That'll be the main place that we try to drop them, I think. Be good to drop a few into the water as well. That's all okay where that goes. Now this one in here. Make sure that we cover everything, because technically the vampire will also be part of this group. We don't need to go up there, that's okay. That one's all right. Okay. Okay, that's good. That sort of covers it, I think. Yeah, we don't need to go down there at all. That's all just locked away, so that's fine. Where that is, and I then did go and sort of establish all of these different areas. Let's just go and make sure that there's nothing else that we need to really worry about. Again, that's just the channel out. Allow that to go all the way to the bottom. I need to allow that one. Yeah, it's funny, you can, so much of it you can just forget about, like all of this has to be done as well. Actually, I didn't ever finish off the targets and things. I sort of did, but I didn't. It didn't quite get done. There's just too much work for everyone to do. Yeah, just leave that there. That's fine. If I make the background darker than what it actually is, it should be a bit easier for us to see out of. A little bit. Let's go to the symbol and then make the colour. Yeah, that's easier, isn't it? A lot easier for us to see what's going on around it, so we'll accept that one. So that one has been turned on, so now everyone is constrained to the burrows, except for the military. The military will just do whatever orders we give them. Just go back up to F1 and just now wait for the siege to come in. Rodent men, again, giant bats. There's just a lot going on down in the bottom. Should come after a couple of days. So you don't always get the Parley, but in this case they want that artifact. And if you're not ready, then of course you can then Parley with them. Wishes to reside, entertaining, no. Here they come, here they come. Right. Now the goblins can climb quite a bit, but they can't get over the lip. So they need to either come on bats with strong units that can then tear open the hatches on top, or come with goblins. Sorry, with trolls too. Now, who the hell is that? What are you doing outside? Performance troop, that's okay. They're going to ignore them, I think. Just wait for them to come inside. In they come, in they come. Welcome, guys, welcome. We've got extensive traps. One or two of them should fall into these. There we go. First one in. Should build more of those. Another one going to fall there. Yep, no. Okay, they're all heading down. Let's just see how far down they are at this stage. It's pretty much time to now pull the levers, I think, to start to sort of get the floor to drop away. So we'll just go back across. It's a drowning floodgate. This is a drop trigger, so we just do the drop trigger, pull the lever, do it now. We'll just double check. Shift F2, Shift F1 actually is the one. So I want to make doubly sure that we do actually have everything we needed in here. That's locked in. That one's still open, which is fine. Oh, who's this? This is a bard. He's going to drop. Oh, it just dropped right now, just a bit too early. Here they all come. I'm just going to have to pull that one back again. So F5. Pull the lever, do it now. Now what we can do is we can assign a dwarf into this room, because we don't have any food in here, unfortunately. No one actually go and filled it up. Now we'll just go back up to Shift F1 again. Just see if they've gone back outside again. They're congregating in here. Now is there any outside? There's a few outside. So there's a fair few in here. Let's leave this until they come in even more. as soon as this raises, we'll then just go back up. There we are. And we should see them start to sort of wander down. Here they go, F5 again. Now we can essentially have a same sort of system for our vampire if we wanted to, but I won't worry about doing that. Let's just go Shift F1 again and just sort of see for when this one actually does drop. It's fast. Okay, Shift. Just go to F5 again, and we'll just do the drown retractable. Pull that lever. Do it now, and just go back to F1 again. There's only one outside now. The others are all coming inside. So we've essentially got it blocked off. I'll now raise this drawbridge. Tower gate. And we'll wait for this one to come through. Did he drop? No, we did it too fast again. Here's this guy. He hasn't really got around just yet. Now the other one has gone in. Crawling, there he goes. Here they all come. So F5 again. Now if I lock someone inside, they can then just do the levers all the time. Pull the lever, do it now. We have to smooth those walls to stop them from crawling around. They're a little bit too tricky. Just check F1. Yep, so they can't get in through here. I might just raise that just for safety's sake. I'm sure none of them can open it, but suspicious him hovering around in this location. So F5, the tower door. Pull that lever, do it now. It's currently open. Okay, a few of them dropped. So we've got a couple of the mace dwarves and axe dwarves that have dropped into the pit. Now we'll just go back up to F5 again. Drop trigger. Pull the lever, do it now. I think when the next one comes in, I might just lock these in now. That way we just keep the carpenter in there. There we go. Shift F1. They're coming around. Here they come. Pull the lever, do it now. There we go, straight away. This is what we want. So he's now he's captive. We did want to put food in here so he could go in and sleep and use the food, but we don't have any food in there, so we just have to make sure that we do this one fairly quickly. There we go. That's a lot of them. A bit more blood and guts with the drop. Yeah, so they're dropping all over the place into here. And if we have a look at the health, no real damage done there. Left foot is bruised. Okay, so they're not dropping far enough. I might have to channel this one out ultimately when we get all this side of it fixed. How many have we got? Still got a fair few at the top. Okay, so we'll just go back to F5 again. And we'll pull that lever. Do it now. There we go, Shift F1. It's nice having a dedicated person to do this for us. There we go. Now they should move back out onto there again. Give them a bit of time. Come on guys, it's nice and safe. Down you come. Everything else is okay, isn't it? There's no other issues here. Everything else is fine. It is open for them. Yeah, so these guys are, this is all them falling. So we've got a fair few of them that have actually fallen in there now. Petitions, nope. It's a drop off that's inaccessible. I'll just pause it and just go back down to these layers in here and just double check that everything is actually okay with this. No, that's not. Okay, so we need to make this. I was thinking, I wonder what's going on there. This is actually an area that we do have to sort of drop things off into. So that was important. That one's still locked away, as is this one. Come on guys, move. They're very reluctant, aren't they? Very reluctant. Just make doubly sure there's nothing stopping them from moving through here at all. They really do have a clean way through the whole way. All of the doors are where they need to be. That's all fine. That's all fine through here. That's down. Its door's unlocked. That door's unlocked. So as far as they can see, there's a clean way all the way through. Not sure what they're doing. Anyway, I'll pause the recording until we get some movement, I think. I'm not sure what they're doing here. Like, Yawu is the actual leader of the group, and he got captured straight away in the cage. The others are all locked into here. Now, the only thing I can think of doing is actually to unlock the caverns and give them a way out. They may be trying to get out. So if I can draw them down to the bottom of the fortress, that would probably be a good thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and open up the bottom of it. I'll just double check that we do actually have the capacity to do this. So I'm just going to go and open this up. And then and then close this gate ultimately. But that may get them running again, which would be the only thing I can think of doing. So I'm just going to go and open that one up, and this one here has to be. Actually, that's all we need to do there. I can sort of ignore that one for now. That's just a channel. So if we just go back across into our burrows, paint the burrows down into there. And then what I'll do is I will actually have to just micro this one a little bit. I'll just watch what actually happens. Here they go. Now just double check that the top is actually okay. So Shift F1. Just make sure they don't start to move off straight away. Nothing happening just yet. And I'll just go back down again. F2. Just wait for the other one to arrive. Here it comes. Now that one's been opened. Now what we don't want to do is have anyone else go down here. So now we're just going to go back across and paint, erase all of it into there. Okay, and then we're just going to raise this bridge. Now where are you off to? Store item in a bin. That's okay. There's nothing else. Well, they won't go outside, so that's actually all right. Just go back up to Shift F1. Has that been enough to dislodge them? Not yet. But it does give them a way out if they wanted to get out through the caverns. Just go down to the bottom here again. Just go to F2. I'll drag this one back up again. And this is so a vampire can get out of this location. I'll just lock that one. Lock that as well. Actually, I can keep it there. I'll just raise this one here. So F5. This is the vampire cavern gate. Pull the lever, do it now. I might have to drop the top gate and allow them to think that they can run back out. That'll get them moving at least, and then we'll call it. Then we'll close it again. And Shift F1. Not moving at all. They will eventually move. Just check the bottom gate. Yep, that's now locked in. So that's good. We've now got an access point for the vampire when the vampire is finished. Just have a look and see how much is left on the sentence. 54. So still a long way. A long time. It's now all been placed for the vampire. Actually, one thing I did want to do was to put in some bookshelves. Where are we? Bookcases. I only had one. I thought I was making a heap of them. Just haven't got there yet. Oh, who's this? A bard. Here they go. F5. Pull the lever, do it now. It's gone back into there. Okay, we're locked in again. These people are all trying to leave. There's another one. They should all be back again fairly soon. He'll just be standing there, so I might as well pull the lever, I guess. F5. Might open the doors now. This one's trying to crawl, actually. That's interesting. It made it up to there. That one didn't actually fall all the way down. Yeah, that one's been stunned. They shouldn't be able to crawl up the lip. It's interesting that that one actually got to where it did get to. This bowman. Going any further. Has he now dropped? The bowman's dropped to the bottom here. So the human criminal fallen ghoul is visiting. I don't know if he's anyone that was implicated in any of the justice. Anyway, we are running out of time, guys, so I'm just going to let this one go. Yep, so he's just hit the ground there. Deny that one. All right, well, we're out of time, so I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.